Southern Cross Care Queensland is an aged care business. We provide care and accommodation for older Australians. In total, we employ about 1,300 staff. We are an organisation that has grown in areas of need, and so we needed a system that could carry us into the future. Confidence for us came with those initial few meetings with Humanforce around implementation and that clear understanding of their product and the confidence that they'd rolled it out in a number of organisations. We could see that it's a system and tools that we would continue to use years and decades to come, because it will continue to evolve with our industry, with our needs. Almost immediately, Humanforce offered savings in time for our staff to do other things, to do more important things than spending time rebuilding the same rosters over and over. And in our first pay fortnight, just at one of our sites alone, there was over 300 shifts that were filled by pushing out those available shifts through the mobile app. So that's 300 shifts that someone didn't need to make phone calls for. So more than 80% of all the shifts that we do, the thousands of shifts each fortnight, are automatically approved. So that certainly saved time. The integrations were a body of work that was done with, quite precision, rather than any guesswork. It was really well organised. It's really important to make sure that the right penalty rates are paid, the right allowances are paid, and Humanforce manages that. The award interpretation that was set up and built as part of implementation looks after making sure we pay our staff correctly. Since implementing the Humanforce tools, we've been able to capture a lot more information that we didn't used to, and employee satisfaction is one of those key metrics that we track. We pulse survey our staff every 8 weeks, and we have some fantastic data that tells us exactly what we're doing right, exactly what we're doing wrong, and the availability of the analytics is fantastic. We had a turnover rate 4 years ago of nearly 40%, and steadily over the last 4 years we've been able to bring that down to just under 17%. It's all been underpinned by the information coming through that we gather from our staff using the Humanforce tools. Early access to wages, the access to the shifts that people want to do, the flexibility to make change, the flexibility to build work around their lives rather than their lives around work. So all of those things have absolutely been critical in the success that we've had in bringing down turnover. It's been really important to have a set of systems and processes that make recruitment easy, that make accessing the information that you need staff to engage with really easy, and provide as much flexibility to staff. I think the best part about the Humanforce solution is the partnership that it has been. We really value that we can have that direct communication and that direct conversation with Humanforce about what works, what's not working for us, what we'd like to see in the future, what changes need to happen. And it's not static, so it's always evolving, and we want to be part of that evolution. We want to have a seat at the table, part of the conversation, and Humanforce has been so open to allowing us to have that voice and be part of that conversation.